It was once one of the most popular Tycoon games on Roblox, but after a series of controversial decisions, questionable updates, and frustrated players, Cardiff Tycoon is now facing its biggest downfall yet. This is the story of CDT. In early 2020, CDT dropped a game-changing update featuring 3 new hypercars, including one of the most expensive limited vehicles ever added, the Bugatti Bolide. The community loved it, the hype was real, and by August 13, 2020, Cardiff Tycoon had reached a record-breaking 40,000 concurrent players. This marked the peak of the game's popularity. But every rise has its fall. It all started on November 30th, 2024, when trading was introduced. At first, it seemed like a great addition. Players could finally trade and collect rare cars. But there was a catch. If a trade involved 10 or more cars, there was a serious glitch. Cars from both sides could vanish entirely. Gone. Forever. Thousands of rare, expensive vehicles were lost, and players were outraged. The developers have acknowledged the issue, but the damage had already been done. Then came the next controversial move. On January 18th, 2025, CDT introduced its first ever collector car, the Zonda R Collector's Edition. Only 2,500 copies would exist. On paper, it sounded exciting, but the problem, you couldn't just buy it. You had to earn points, then open randomized crates with a slim chance of getting the car. The system resembled loot boxes, and the community quickly labeled it the gambling update. Thousands of players criticized the new system, calling it unfair and exploitative. Despite this backlash, developers continued to release collector cars using the same mechanics, ignoring the growing frustration. Then came what considered the final nail in the coffin, licensing. On November 2nd, 2024, CDT introduced its first ever licensed brand, Zinvo. This resulted in the removal of the unlicensed TCRS of the iconic moving wing. At first, it didn't seem like a big deal. There was only one Zinvo car, after all, but it didn't stop there. Soon after, CDT announced Pagani licensing. Most of the existing Paganis were removed, and only 2, the Zonda R and Huayra R, remained. Fans were devastated, dozens of favorite cars were gone, and the community had no say in it. Worse still, every licensing update seemed to follow the same pattern. Only 1 or 2 cars were added, alongside yet another collector car, reigniting the community outrage each time. What was once a thriving, beloved game is now facing an identity crisis. Players feel ignored, cars are removed, updates are either buggy, pay to win, or centered around gambling mechanics. And while CDT still has a loyal fanbase, the cracks are getting harder to ignore. Is this truly the end of Cardiff Tycoon's legacy? Or can Foxy and the developers turn things around before it's too late? Only time will tell.